From the broad side of Kenosha, Wisconsin, this is the SW Prime Pro Show. I'm Ian Swing along with.
I'm Ryan, yeah.
He's talking too much, so I'm going to take over. In the first match, the Angel Steel defeated Matt B.A.R. and
Will Dalla.
No,
that was the number one contender match for the Triple Threat Championship.
So, the Angel...
D'Angelo Steele would later, wasn't in tonight,
but he gets a title shot at the next pay-per-view. The next match we had William Jacobs coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He challenged Big Capri to a match. Big Capri's not here.
Nope.
However, Mike Webb comes out, screams at him, threatens him, and then Devin Diamond says, all right, match on, and William Jacobs pulls off the upset.
Easily match of the night. Mikey Wild and William Jacobs, who have fought each other numerous times. They have great chemistry in the ring. Them two, unbelievable job. William Jacobs gets a win. He'll be a number one contender. He'll have a match probably within the next, let's say the next couple months. He was a former champion.
Yes. Johnny Swashbuckle loses to John Fay.
John Fay, former guy here. He was a part of the Retro Rumble back here at UFC. SSW 100. UFC.
No rough costume signing tonight. That's why. So.
Triple threat title? No.
Dan the Rattlesnake Newberry defeats Chris Brown.
No,
that was the fourth. Oh no, yeah, triple threat. Ben McCoy.
No, hang on. GQ was unable to fulfill his duties of defending it in 30 days. Therefore,
good.
Yeah, fuck him.
Good.
So then he's gone. New champion.
He's got to worry. He's got to worry about.
TW3. What does TW3 stand for? Scott Beatty answered this question for me. He said terrible wrestler the third.
Oh, jeez.
His dad and his grandpa also were good wrestlers.
Ben McCoy wins by cheating with his little Jason J. manager.
Jason J should sell car insurance. He's a sneaky little guy.
The next match we had Natural Fury defeat SOBs.
Were they the SOBs?
Yeah, they were. EJ Jensen and Outlaw Jake Cross.
I
believe Outlaw Jake Cross set something to Brandon and like something. I don't know what it was.
Keep going.
Anyways, in the next one, oh yeah, the Dan the Rattlesnake Newberry defeated Chris Cronus.
Two guys that have been in the ring many times together a long time ago. Then
you can't use the word, which is banned now. Backyard wrestling. You can't use that word.
Anywho, then they retire. They come back one night only. I thought it was okay.
And then for the SSW Midwest Heritage title, Joey Allen beat hairy ass Nick Littler.
Whoa. You don't have to say hairy ass.
Oh.
He said he was going to pull every hair out of his body.
He almost did. Well, he reminds me of George Daniel Steele, late great George Steele.
SSW returns December 17th.
The night of Clash of Champions.
Mike, get in here.
No.
Well, you're already in. Whatever.
All right.
We'll be back December 17th. We're taking time out. When we come back, we got the Bound for Glory wrap up in Studio 1.
Happy Turkey Day.
What the fuck? Alright folks, we're back here in Studio 1, Ryan Young along with the King of Controversy, Anthony Smoody, and it's time for the Bound for Glory wrap-up. Of course, Bound for Glory taking place Sunday night from Ottawa, Ontario. Tony, let's run through this card. Opening matches for the X Division title. I thought it was Ultimate X. It was not. It was just a bunch of guys fighting each other. And Tony, you got that one right. Trevor Lee gets the victory. He retains the title after Petey Williams hits the Canadian Destroyer, and Trevor Lee throws Petey Williams out, and he gets the pinfall.
Well, like I said, with 6 men in there, so you only get one fall, and Trevor Lee picked up a huge victory, so again, he's the X-Division champion.
Okay, and then we had the Monsters Ball. We had a match in between, but it wasn't our pick, so I didn't even talk about it. Monsters Ball, Abyss defeats Grado in a match that involved a lot of barbed wire, a lot of thumbtacks, and it was good to see some Monsters Ball there, because that's a Bound for Glory favorite.
Yeah, Abyss to the victory, and Grado will have to say goodbye if he's determined. Oh yeah, that Chris Fury guy picked up a victory.
Laurel Van Ness also interfered in that match to try to attack Grado.
Yeah, that was crazy and everything. But speaking of, we did actually Rosemary versus Tara because Tara was no longer there.
But she did put a tweet out and say she's still with the company. So I don't know what was going on. I still don't know what's happening. So hopefully,
maybe she didn't make it to the Canadian border.
Maybe not, or visa or passport. Third match, Team Impact defeats Team AAA. I guess it's now the Impact Tag Team titles. The 51-50 street fight, as it was OVE versus LAX, and we get LAX jumped off of structures. That was a great match, tremendous match. And I think, but OVE brings out one of their new guys. I'm not sure. He's an indie darling. A lot of people know him. I don't. He came and joined OVE. I believe his name was Sam Callahan. I could be wrong on that. He helps them, and OVE retains over LAX. That is a big upset there.
Well, that is because remember the week before they when LAX was moving through a cable, they told them, they said, we're going to, at the Bound for Glory, we're going to take your pride, we're going to take the titles, and you're not going to beat us. And I guess Conan was wrong. He was involved in it, got beat badly.
Then, of course, we had the Knockouts title, as it was Sienna. It was supposed to be Taryn Terrell. She's not with the company anymore. Gail Kim and Allie. Gail Kim in her final match gets a victory, and she is your new Knockout champion. She'll probably retire as the Knockout champion. And congratulations, what a career for Gail Kim.
Yeah, what a nice career. She started in WWE in 2003, worked her way to 2000 Impact Wrestling, the TNA
Became the first Knockout champion.
First Knockout champion. And what a career. She's had numerous title shots, great career, Hall of Fame out, and like I said, she's new, but now can hashtag win one for Allie. Can Allie probably win the big one?
We'll see. I think Sienna's up there. I think both Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary are going to be in that mix as well.
Yeah, there's going to be some. I heard some new teenage stars that were coming in too.
Then we had the Six Sides of Steel. Lashley and King Mo defeat Moose and Stephen Bonner with the interference. And a lot of weird things happen in the show, but that was Lashley and King Mo going to win. Tony, he's a good heel, that guy from the leader of American Top Team, because you just hate him every time you see him.
Who cares? Because this guy is a joke. Lashley runs his mouth saying, "Oh, I'm the best MMA player. I'm the best and everything." The only reason why is because you ran your mouth and you had your boys come in there and help you win a match. But I'm gonna be happy when Lashley faces Brock Lesnar and have the American team trying to screw Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's gonna suplex their asses.
And then your main event for the Impact Championship, it looked like that Johnny Impact was going to win. I was upset about it all day because I'm like, they should not let the title go off to Eli Drake. He's a good champion with a good mouth.
Where the hell is when you're talking about speaking of that, and then you see how Patron and his Impact coin for the chair, hit Eli Drake with a belt, then put Eli Drake on top of.
And earlier in the night, Patron tried to beat up Jeremy Borash, and then instead of beating up him, then he decided to get involved in the main event, and he helped Eli Drake win. Do you see El Patron? The tapings are this week. By the way, Tony, well, we're not going to get into that. I'll talk about that later. But anyway, what's next? What's next for El Patron?
Basically, Eli Drake, I guess. He gets his shot at the world title. I think he could be El Patron possibly at the. Because GFW is no longer in business. Now here it's now Impact Wrestling. So it could be Impact Lockdown.
We'll see what happens. Again, the tapings are this week. There'll be an episode.
I don't care about the next. I don't really care about the next day. It was a nightmare.
And of course, the standings 113.5 to 94.5. Tony's down by 19. He needs to really. I mean, he's got a good chance still with some big pay-per-views coming up. But it'll be interesting. But we'll get into that next week.
I'm just gonna be like the Chicago Cubs. I'm gonna make my greatest comeback ever and then squash into the Rumble.
Okay, we'll see what happens. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, we're going to recap Raw from Manchester, England. That's next.
So now they go next week this Sunday into Chicago.
Oh yeah, on this day, Tony, 2005, Eddie Guerrero wrestled his final match.
Yeah, it was
Do you remember who it was against?
Oh, Mr. Kennedy. I remember he got away with the greatest ending ever.
Exactly.
And everything, but that was 3 days before he was supposed to be, or a couple weeks before he was supposed to be Survivor Series.
5 days, I believe they said.
He was supposed to be in that 5-on-5 handicap, 5-on-5 match.
Yes, it was, and I'm sure we'll be coming up on his anniversary of his passing too, which is already 12 years. Also, happy birthday to Okada from Japan. He's been in Ring of Honor a bunch of times. He turns 30 today. Happy birthday.
What? Oh, that's next week. Never mind.
Okay, let's recap Monday Night Raw from Manchester, England. Miz TV, Kurt Angle comes out, and then all of a sudden they're talking about Braun Strowman. But I think Miz talked too much because he got scheduled. He made a match, Braun Strowman versus Miz later on in the night. We have a guitar on a pole match. Jason Jordan defeats Elias. Asuka gets a win. Then we have Titus O'Neil versus Samoa Joe, which never happens. Joe attacks O'Neil and Apollo Crews. But then Finn Balor comes out. That match ends in a double countout. But then Kurt Angle makes them two be part of Team Raw for Survivor Series. Sasha Banks and Bayley defeat Nia Jax and Alicia Fox. Braun Strowman versus Miz ends in a no contest. I believe Kane comes out, right?
Yes.
And then Pete Dunne, Enzo comes out and starts yapping. And I'm guessing our newest member of the Cruiserweight division, Pete Dunne, comes out. He beats Enzo. So does that make Pete Dunne in line? He's the UK champion. Does that make him in line for a Cruiserweight title match?
That would possibly make him, but you don't call him a cruiserweight.
He's the Bruiserweight.
There you go. He's the bruiserweight. He's the man that ran his mouth in NXT and tried to almost fight with William Regal on his first night. So.
Yeah, so we'll see. Again, they were on 205 Live last night. We'll have a recap of that coming up on Friday's show. And then, of course, the main event was crazy. The Shield defended their tag team titles against the B.A.R. By the way, Roman Reigns will be back next week. I'm guessing he's not going to be a part. I'm guessing we'll get to this first. But all of a sudden, the New Day, they're in the crowd. They distract everyone. Kurt Angle gathers up the roster and run out there, but the match was still going. The bro kick by Sheamus, he gets it. New tag team champions, the B.A.R. So now what I'm going to get at, Tony, with Roman Reigns coming back next week and Team SmackDown or Team Raw already said, are we going to see Shield versus New Day at Survivor Series?
Oh, well, let's see.
It has to be.
Well, because the New Day are part of the tag team at the, have they been out since Survivor Series yet?
No, and now the B.A.R. goes and they're going to be facing the Usos, so that takes the Shield out of that match, champion versus champion.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I think they should have a tag team Survivor Series match where it should be Team Captain New Day versus Team Captain Shield.
I think it'll just be one. Don't you just think it'll be 3-on-3? I don't think it'll be Survivor Series match.
Well, it could be 3-on-4. We'll see what she's the greatest. Shield versus New Day depends on who's the greatest tag team. Who's the greatest tag team? Is the Shield the greatest tag team or the New Day greatest tag team?
That should be interesting. Of course, that'll be coming up. We'll get answers next week, the final week before Survivor Series. Also, WWE announced that they're going to be separating their pay-per-views. Raw's next solo pay-per-view, Tony, is not till February. Crowning Clash of Champions. Yeah, this kind of actually hurts you in a way. Clash of Champions will be in December 17th, and then it'll be Royal Rumble in January, and then February will have. So then, or Fastlane, or no, Fastlane will be March. So yeah, probably Elimination Chamber will be Raw, and then SmackDown will hit. Do you think SmackDown's gonna have Elimination Chamber or Fastlane in Chicago? Because Milwaukee's the night before. In the first week of March, Raw's in Milwaukee. Do you think the Fastlane's gonna be in Chicago this year or next year?
I think it could be next year. Well, that's been SmackDown.
Because it was in Milwaukee last year or this year.
Well, let's see. Raw's in Milwaukee, so SmackDown's gotta be.
Oh, that's true. It's not a SmackDown pay-per-view, or it's not a Raw pay-per-view. They're usually in different cities.
This would be interesting because you have SmackDown pay-per-view in Chicago, Raw would be in Milwaukee, SmackDown would be in Indianapolis. So yeah, that would be definitely well to do.
Well, to see, of course, they'll announce that Christmas week when WWE does a doubleheader. And apparently, we're doing a triple header because apparently we're going to the B.A.R. game on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, you'll be drunk on Christmas night with the eggnog and everything.
I can't be drunk. I got my niece and nephew. Christmas Eve, there's a possibility.
There's a match tonight right now. There's one of the matches that'll be on Christmas night.
What?
An eggnog match. Eva's eggnog.
That's funny. I'm not gonna drink with my niece and nephew with. I'm not that.
No. It's a women's eggnog match. It's gonna be Bayley and Sasha Banks and Santa little hope outfits against Alexa Bliss and
oh, please don't put Nia Jax in a Santa outfit.
No. You'll probably put
Okay, folks, that is our Wednesday show. Preview for Friday. We're gonna recap SmackDown 205 Live, Ring of Honor,
New
NXT.
champion, probably?
And what?
Probably a new championship as of Tuesday night on SmackDown. Maybe he sounds as a
Yes,
champion.
we could. Yeah, that'll really stir the pot. That would make him against Brock Lesnar. So we'll see what happens. And then don't forget, next week we're out on the patio for the final time in Ringside Report history. As I know it's supposed to be chilly. So next week, Survivor Series week, we'll be back out on the patio. So we'll see what happens. Tony, have a great Wednesday. We'll see you Friday.
Yeah, good night, America.
For the King of Controversy, I'm Ryan Youngson. Thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.